48th annual opera. My name's Theo. I'm the current president of this company for some reason. So the emergency exits are here. They're also back there. No flash photography, please. Turn this pesky thing off. And thanks to the cast, crew, musicians, artists, and most importantly, all of you. And without further ado, I'm proud to introduce Ruddigore.
many suitors.
It's very disappointing. Every young man in the village is in love with her, but they are appalled by her beauty and modesty and won't declare themselves. So, until she makes her own choice, there's no chance for anybody else.
This may be the only village in the world that possesses an endowed corps of professional bridesmaids who are bound to be on duty every day from 10 to 4. And it is at least 6 months since our services were last required. The pious charity by which we exist is practically wasted.
We shall be disendowed! That will be the end of it! Dame Hannah, you're a very nice old person. You could marry if you'd like. There's old Adam, Robin's faithful servant, and he loves you with all the frenzy of a boy of only 14.
Nay, that may never be, for I am pledged.
To whom?
To an eternal maidenhood. Many years ago I was betrothed to a godlike youth who wooed me under an assumed name, but on the very day upon which our wedding was to have been celebrated, I discovered that he was no other than Sir Roderick Murgatroyd, one of the bad baronets of Ruddigore and uncle of the man who now bears that title. As a son of that accursed race, he was no husband for an honest girl. So madly as I loved him, I left him then and there. He died but 10 years since, but I never saw him again.
But why should you not marry a bad baronet of Ruddigore? All baronets are bad, but was he worse than other baronets?
Child, he was accursed.
Cursed? By whom? Not you, I trust.
The curse is on all his line, and has been since the time of Sir Rupert, the first baronet. Listen, and you shall hear the legend. Sir Rupert Murgatroyd, his leisure and his riches, he ruthlessly employed in persecuting witches. With fear he'd make them quake, he'd duck them in his lake, he'd break their bones with sticks and stones, and burn them at the stake.
This sport he much enjoyed, did Rupert Murgatroyd, no sympathy or pity came to Rupert Murgatroyd.
Once on the village green, a palsied hag he roasted, and what took place, I mean, shook his composure boasted, for as the tortured rib seized on it with a rib, the writhing dame mixed fire and flame yelled forth this curse on his. Each home of Ruddigore, despite his best endeavor, shall do one crime or more once every day forever. This doom he can't defy, however he may try, for should he stay his hand, that day in torture he shall die. The prophecy came true, each hair who held the title had every day to do some crime of import vital, until with guilt or pride, I'll sin no more, he cried. And on the day he said that say,
peppermint rock for old Gaffer Gafferby, a set of false teeth for pretty little Ruth Rowbottom, and a pound of snuff for the poor orphan girl on the hill.
Rose, pity that so much goodness should not help to make some gallant youth happy for life. Rose, why dost thou harden that little heart of thine? Is there none hereaway whom thou couldst love?
Even if there were such a one, verily it would ill become me to tell him so.
Oh, nay, dear, where true love is, there is little need of prim formality.
Hush, dear aunt, for thy words pain me sorely. Hung in a plated dish cover to the knocker of the workhouse door, with naught that I could call mine own save a change of baby linen and a book of etiquette. Little wonder if I have always regarded that work as a voice from a parent's tomb. This hallowed volume, composed, if I may believe the title page, by no less an authority than the wife of a Lord Mayor, has been, through life, my guide and monitor. By its solemn precepts, I have learned to test the moral worth of all who approach me. The man who bites his bread or eats peas with a knife, I look upon as a lost creature. And he who has not acquired the proper way of entering and leaving a room is the object of my pitying horror. There are those in this village who bite their nails, dear aunt. And nearly all are wont to use their pocket combs in public places. In truth, I could pursue this painful theme much further. But behold, I have said enough.
But is there none hereaway whom thou couldst love? For example, young Robin. He combines the manners of a marquis with the morals of a Methodist. Couldst thou not love him?
And even if I could, how should I confess it unto him? For lo, he is shy, and saith not. If somebody the chance to be, who loves me in a manner true, my heart would point a most to me, and I would point him unto you. But here it is a fool's who point, their manners must be out of joint. You may not point, you must not point, it's manners out of joint to point. Had I the love of such as he, some quiet spot he'd take me to, then he could whisper it to me, and I could whisper it to you. But whispering of somewhere that is contrary to etiquette, where can it be? Now let me see. Yes, yes, it's contrary to etiquette. Polite and gentle, neat and trim, then I could meet as much to you, and you it is not to me. But here it is in plainest print, it's most a ladylike to hit. You may not hit, you must not hit, it says you mustn't hit in print. But if I loved him through and through, to love it not a person, then I could speak of it to you, and you could speak of it to me. But here I find it doesn't do to speak until you're spoken to. Where can it be? Now let me see. Yes, yes. Don't speak until you're spoken to. Poor aunt. Little did the good soul think that when she breathed the hallowed name of Robin, that he would do even as another. Oh, but he resembleth all the youths in this village, in that he is unduly bashful in my presence, and lo, bring him to the point. But soft, he is here.
Mistress Rose,
Master Robin.
I wish to say that it is fine.
It is passing fine.
But we do want rain.
Aye, sorely. Is that all?
Yes, that is all.
Good day, Master Robin.
Good day, Mistress Rose.
I
beg your pardon.
You were about to say?
I would fain consult you.
Truly?
It is about a friend.
In truth, I have a friend myself.
Indeed. I mean, of course.
And I would fain consult you
About him.
about her.
Let us consult one another.
I know a youth that loves a little maid, but his face is a sight for to see. Silent is he, for he's modest and afraid. He's as timid as a youth can be.
I know a maid who loves a gallant youth. Hey, but she sickens as the days go by. She cannot tell him all the sad, sad truth. Hey, but I think that little maid will die.
Poor little man,
Poor little maid,
poor little man.
poor little maid.
Tell me, pray, and tell me true. What in the world
Should the maiden
He cannot eat and he cannot sleep. Hey, but his face is a sight for to see. Silent is he, for he's modest and afraid. Hey, he's as wretched as a youth can be.
She's very thin and she's very pale. Hey, but she sickens as the days go by. Daily she goes for to weep, for to wail. Hey, but I think that little maid will die.
Poor little maid,
Poor little man,
poor little maid.
poor little man.
Tell me, pray, and tell me true. What in the world should the young man do?
If I were the youth, I should offer her my name. Hey, but her face is a sight for to see.
If I were the maid, I should fan his honest flame. Hey, but he's bashful as a youth can be.
If I were the youth, I should speak to her today. Hey, but she sickens as the days go by.
If I were the maid, I should meet the lad halfway. For I really do believe that timid youth will die.
Poor little man,
Poor little maid,
poor little man.
poor little maid. I make uses for your counsel true. I'll tell that youth what he ought to do.
Poor child. I sometimes think if she wasn't quite so particular that I might venture. No. Even then I should be unworthy of her.
My kind master is sad. Poor Sir Ribbon
Hush! As you love me, read not that hated name. 20 years ago, in horror and at the prospect of inheriting that hideous title, And with it, the ban that compels all those who succeed the baronetcy to commit one deadly crime per day for life. I fled my home and concealed myself in this innocent village under the name of Robin Oakapple. My younger brother, Despard, believing me to be dead, succeeded to the title and its attendant curse. For 20 years I've been dead and buried. Don't dig me up now.
Dear master, it shall be as you wish. For have I not vowed to obey you forever in all things? Yet, as we are alone, and as I belong to that particular description of good old man to whom the truth is a refreshing novelty, let me call you by your own right title just once more. Sir Riven Murgatroyd, Baronet of Ruddigore! Oh, that's like 8 hours at the seaside.
My poor old friend, would the men all like you?
Oh, would there were indeed. Oh, but I bring you good tidings. Your foster brother, Richard, has returned from sea. His ship, the Tom Tit, rides yonder at anchor, and he himself is even now in this very village.
My beloved foster brother? No, no, it cannot be.
It is even so. And see, he comes this way.
She proved to be a frigate, and she off with a port, and fires with a 32. It's come on coming near, but we answered with a cheer, which paralyzed the parlez-vous, do you see? Which paralyzed the parlez-vous.
Which paralyzed the parlez-vous, do you see? Which paralyzed the parlez-vous.
So our captain he up, and he says he, that chap we need not fear. We can take her if we like, she is sort of going to strike, for she's only a Monsieur, do you see? She's only a Monsieur. What a fight a Frenchman loud! It's like hitting of a gal. 'Tis a lubberly thing for to do. And we with all our faults, why we're sturdy for this salt, while she's only up for parlez-vous, do you see? Well, she's only up for parlez-vous.
While she's only a poor parlez-vous, do you see? While she's only a poor parlez-vous.
So we up with our helm as we scout for the breeze, as we give this our compassionating cheer. Froggy answers with a shout as he sees us go about, which was grateful of the poor Monsieur, do you see? Which was grateful of the poor Monsieur. And I'd wager in their joy they kissed each other's cheek. Which is what them foreigners do. And they thank their lucky stars we were hearty British tars who took pity on a poor parlez-vous, do you see? Who took pity on a poor parlez-vous?
Who took pity on a poor parlez-vous, do you see? Who took pity on a poor parlez-vous?
It is deeds such as yours that cause our flag to be loved and dreaded throughout the civilized world.
Why, Lord love you, Rogan, that's but a trifle to what we have done in the way of sparing life. I believe I may say, without exaggeration, that the merciful little tomtit has spared more French frigates than any craft afloat. But, take for a British seaman to brag, so to stow my jaw and tackle in belay. But, that's even messmate. What's brought you all a cockpit?
Alas, Dick, I love Rose Maybud, and I love in vain.
You? Love in vain? Come now, that's too good. What? You're a fine, strapping, muscular young fellow, tall and strong as a top-gallant mast, taut as a forestay. Aye, and a baronite to boot. All had their right.
Hush, Richard! Not a word about my true rank, which none here suspect. But yes, I know well enough that few men are better calculated to win a woman's heart than I. I'm a fine fellow, Dick, worthy of any woman's love. Lucky the girl that gets me, says I. But I'm timid, Dick. Shy, nervous, retiring, diffident. And I cannot tell her, Dick, I cannot tell her. Besides, you have no idea what a poor opinion I have of myself, and how little I deserve it.
Well then, you call to mind how, years ago, we swore that, come what might, we would always act upon our heart's dictates.
I, Dick, and have always kept that oath. In doubt, difficulty, and danger. I've always asked my heart what I should do, and it has never failed me.
Right. Let your heart be your compass, with a clear conscience for your binnacle light, and you'll sail 10 knots on a bowling, clear of shoals, rocks, and quicksands. Well now, what does my heart have to say in this here difficult situation? What? It says, Dick! It says, it called me Dick, because it's known me from a baby. Dick! It says, you ain't shy, you ain't modest, speak up you for him as is. Rogan, my lad, just you lay me alongside, and when she's becalmed under my lee, I'll spit her a yarn that shall serve to fish you two together for life.
Will you do this thing for me, can you? Do you think? Why, yes. There's no false modesty about you. You're what I would call bumptious self-assertiveness. I mean this expression in a complimentary sense, has already made you a bosun's mate, and will make an admiral of you in time if you work it properly. You incompetent old imposter. My dear fellow, I'd give my right arm for 1/10 of your modest assurance.
My boy, you may take it from me, that of all the afflictions accursed, of which a man saddled and hampered and addled, a diffident nature's the worst. As clever can be, a Crichton of ruddy romance, you must stir it and stamp it and blow your own trumpet, or trust me, you haven't a chance. If you wish in the world to advance, your merit you're bound to enhance. You must stir it and stamp it and blow your own trumpet, and trust me, you haven't a chance. Now take for example my case of a bright intellectual brain. In all London city there's no one so witty, I've thought so again and again. Of a highly intelligent face, my features cannot be denied, but whatever I try, sir, I fail, sir, and why, sir? I'm modesty personified. If you wish in the world to advance, your merit you're bound to enhance. You must stir it and stump it and blow your own trumpet, or trust me, you haven't a chance. As a poet I'm tender and quaint, of a passion and fervor and grace. From Ovid and Horace to Swinburne and Morris, they all of them take a back place. Then I sing and I play and I paint, though none are accomplished as I. To say so a treason, you ask me the reason.
Why? No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you did. I'm diffident, modest, and shy. If you wish in the world to advance, your merit you're bound to enhance. You must stir it and stump it and blow your own trumpet, and trust me, you haven't a chance. If you wish in the world to advance, your merit you're bound to enhance. You must stir it and stump it and blow your own trumpet, and trust me, you haven't a chance.
It's a thousand pities he's such a poor opinion of himself. For a finer fellow don't walk. Well, I'll do my best for him. Please, friend, as though it's for your own father. That's what my heart's remarking to me just now. But here she comes. Steady, steady it is. By the port admiral. But she's a tight little craft. Come, come, she's not for you, Dick. And yet, she's fit to marry Lord Nelson. By the flag of old England, I can't look at her unmoved.
Sir, you are agitated.
I'm a lass. Well said. I am agitated. true enough. Took flat aback, my girl. But 'tis not. 'Twill pass. This here heart of mine's a dictating to me like anything. Question is, have I a right to disregard its promptings?
Can I do aught to relieve thine anguish? For it seemeth to me that thou art in sore trouble. This apple.
No, my lass, say to that. I'm took flat aback. I never see anything like you in all my born days. Poor buckle me if you ain't the loveliest gal I ever set eyes on. There. I can't say any fairer than that, can I?
No. The question is it meet that an utter stranger should thus express himself? Yes, always speak the truth.
I've no thoughts of saying this here to you on my own account, for, truth to tell, I was chartered by another. But, when I see you, my heart up and says it, this is the very last for you, Dick. It says, speak up to her, Dick. It calls me Dick, because we was at school together. Tell, Dick. It says, never sail under false colors. It's me. That's what my heart tells me to say, and in my rough common sailor fashion, I've said it. And I won't wait for your reply. I'm a trembling, miss. Looky here. That's nervousness.
Now, how should a maiden deal with such an one? Keep no one in unnecessary suspense. Behold, I will not keep you in unnecessary suspense. In accepting an offer of marriage, do so with apparent hesitation. I take you, but with a certain show of reluctance. Avoid any appearance of eagerness. Though, you will bear in mind that I am far from anxious to do so. A little show of emotion will not be misplaced. Pardon this tear.
Rose, you've made me the happiest blue jacket in England. I wouldn't trade places with the Admiral of the Fleet. No matter who he's a hugging of at this present moment. But, asking your pardon, miss. Might I be permitted to salute the flag I'm going to sail under?
An engaged young lady should not permit too many familiarities. Once.
The battle's roar is over, oh my love. Embrace thy tender lover, oh my love. From a tempest welter, from wars alarmed, oh give me shelter within those arms, oh give me shelter. spoke to her.
And she refuses.
Why, no. I can't truly say she do.
Then she accepts. My darling.
Hail the bridegroom, hail the bride, when the nuptial close is supposed to do when she's embraced by the wrong gentleman.
Belay, my lad, belay. You don't understand.
Oh, sir, belay, I beseech you.
You see, it's like this. She accepts, but it's me.
You!
Hail the bridegroom, hail the bride, when the nuptial
Will you be quiet? Now then, what does this mean?
A poor lad. I are grieved for thee, but it's like this. The moment I see her, and just as I was going to mention your name, my heart up and says it, Dick, you've been in love with her yourself. It says, be honest and sailor-like. Don't skulk under false colors. Speak up. It says, take her, you dog, and with her my blessing.
Hail the bridegroom, hail the bride, when the nuptial
Hold your tongues! Will you? Go away! Vulgar girls.
What could I do? I'm bound to obey my arch dictates.
Of course. No doubt. It's all right. I don't mind. At least, not particularly. It is disappointing, you know?
Oh, but sir, I knew not that thou didst seek me in wedlock, for in very truth I should not have hearkened unto this man. For behold, he is but a lowly mariner, and very poor withal, whereas thou art a tiller of the land, and thou hast fat oxen, and many sheep and swine, a considerable dairy farm, and much corn and oil.
That's true, my lass, but it's done now, ain't it, Roe?
Still, it may be that I should not be happy in thy love. I am passing young and little able to judge. Moreover, as to thy character, I know not.
Nay, Rose, I'll answer to that. Dick has won thy love fairly. As broken-hearted as I am, I'll stand up for Dick through thick and thin.
Thank you, messmate. That's well said. That's spoken honest. Thank you, Roe.
Yet, methinks I have heard that mariners are but worldly men, and little prone to lead serious and thoughtful lives.
And what then? Admit that Dick is not a steady character? That when he gets excited, he uses language that would make your hair curl? Grant that, he does. It's the truth, and I won't deny it. But look at his good qualities. He's as nimble as a pony, and his hornpipe is the talk of the fleet.
But it may be that he drinketh strong waters, which do bemuse a man and make him even as the wild beasts of the desert.
Well, suppose that he does. For rum's his vein and never has been. He does drink. It's the truth, and I won't deny it. But what of that? Look at his arm. The tattooed to the shoulder. No, not a word against Dick.
Thank you, Roe. That's spoken honest. Thank you, Roe.
But I have heard that mariners are but rarely true to those whom they profess to love.
Granted. And I won't say that Dick isn't as bad as any of them. You are. You know you are, you dog. You devil of a fellow. You out-and-out Lothario. But what then? You can't have everything. And a better hand at turning a dead eye don't walk a deck. And what an accomplishment that is in a family man. No, not a word against Dick. I'll stand up for him through thick and thin.
Thank you, Roe. Thank you. You're a true friend. I've acted according to my arch dictates. In order such as that, no man should disobey.
Sailing on this ocean wide, your blood must be your only guide. In summer sea and favoring wine, yourself in port you'll surely find.
My heart says to this maiden strike. She's captured you. She's just the sort of girl you like. You know you do. If other men her heart should gain, I shall resign. That's what it says to me quite plain. This heart of mine, this heart of mine.
My heart says you've a prosperous plot with Baker's wife. You mean to settle what you've got upon your pride. It don't pretend to shake my hand, my word or sign. It merely states the simple facts. This heart of mine, this heart of mine.
will be your guide. But it is awkward when you find a heart that does not know its mind. A heart that does not know its mind. A heart that does not know its mind. A heart that does not know its mind.
I think not.
That's well. Then you do not love Sir Despard Murgatroyd. All mad girls love him. I love him. I'm poor mad Margaret, crazy Meg, poor Meg.
Thou lovest the bad baronet of Ruddigore. Oh, horrible.
Too horrible. You pity me? Then be my mother. The squirrel had a mother once, but she drank, and the squirrel fled. Hush! They sing a brave song in these parts. It runs somewhat thus. The cat and the dog and the little puppy sat down in a... Well, I forget what they sat down in, but so the song goes. Listen, I have come to pinch her.
Mercy, whom?
You mean who?
Nay, it is the accusative after the verb.
True. I have come to pinch Maybud.
Rose Maybud.
Ah, I love him! He loved me once, but that's all gone. First, he gave me an Italian glance, thus, and made me his. He will give her an Italian glance, and make her his, but it shall not be for all. Step on us! Step on us! Step on us! Did you ever kill anybody? No. Why not? Listen, I killed a fly this morning. It buzzed and I would not have it, so it died. Pop. So shall she.
But behold, I am Rose Maybud, and I would fain not die. Oh.
You are Rose Maybud.
Yes, sweet Rose Maybud.
Strange. They told me she was beautiful. No. If I thought that, I would treat you as the auctioneer and the land agent treated the ladybird. I would rend you asunder.
Nay, be pacified, for behold, I am pledged to another, and we are to be wedded this very day.
Swear that to me. Come to Commissioner and let me have it on affidavit. I once made an affidavit, but it died. It died. But see they come. Sir Despard and his evil queen. Hide! They're all mad. What? Mad.
What makes you think so?
Hush! They sing choruses in public. That's mad enough, I think. Go! Hide away! They will seize you! Hush! Quite! Softly! Quite softly.
When thoroughly tired of being admired by ladies of gentle degree, with flattery sated, I float and inflated away from the city we flee from times in a bureau to printing this world. The sudden transition is simply elation. Come Amaryllis with Chloe and Phillips, and sings the moment are we, mistakes for the moment, mistakes are we.
The sons of the children dwell in
at once in my face. Oh, why am I husky and
Oh, why?
If the workings of conscience are coarse,
Why?
and huskiness stands for remorse,
Oh, my!
at least it does so in my case. When in crime one is fully employed,
Like you,
your expression gets warped and destroyed.
it's due.
It's a penalty if you can avoid.
How true.
I once was a nice-looking youth, but like stone from a strong catapult,
A trice.
I rushed in my terrible cult.
That's nice.
Observe the unpleasant result.
Not nice.
Indeed, I am telling the truth. Oh, innocent, happy though poor,
That's me.
if I had been virtuous, I'm sure
Like me.
I should be as nice looking as you're.
Maybe.
You are very nice looking indeed. Oh, innocence, listen in time.
We go.
Avoid an existence of crime,
So.
or you'll be as ugly as I'm.
No, no.
And now, if you'll please, we'll proceed. Poor children, how they loathe me. Me, whose hands are certainly steeped in infamy, but whose heart is the heart of a little child. But what is a poor baronet to do when a whole picture gallery of ancestors step down from their frames and threaten him with an excruciating death if he hesitates to commit his daily crime? But I am even with them. I get my crime over the first thing in the morning, and then for the rest of the day, I do good. I do good. I do good. 2 days since, I stole a child and built an orphan asylum. Yesterday, I robbed a bank and endowed a bishopric. Today, I carry off Rose Maybud and atone with a cathedral. This is what it is to be the sport and toy of a picture gallery. But I will be bitterly revenged upon them. I will give them all to the nation, and no one shall ever look upon their faces again.
Ex-runner's pardon, but...
Observed, and by a mariner. What would you with me, Berghoff?
Your Honor, I'm a poor man-of-war's man, becalmed in the doldrums.
I don't know them.
And I make so bold to ask your Honor's advice. Does your Honor know what it is to have a heart?
My honor knows what it is to have a complete apparatus for the conducting of the circulation of the blood through the veins and arteries of the human body.
Aye, but has your Honor a heart that ups and looks you in the face and gives you quarterdeck orders that it's life and death to disobey?
I have not a heart of that description, but I have a picture gallery that presumes that liberty.
Well, Your Honor, it's like this. Your Honor had an elder brother.
It had...
Who should have inherited your title, and with it, its curse.
Aye, but he died! Oh, rhythm!
He didn't.
He did not.
He didn't. On the contrary, he lives in this here very village under the name of Robin Oakapple, and is a-going to marry Rose Maybud this very day.
Riddick, alive, and going to marry Rose Maybud? Can this be possible?
Now, the question I was going to ask your Honor is,
Ought I to tell Your Honor this? I don't know. It's a delicate point. I think you ought. Mind? I'm not sure. But I think so. That's what my arm says. It says, Dick. It says, calls me Dick, because it's entitled to take that liberty.
That there young gal would recoil from him if she knowed who he really were. Ought you to stand off and on and never fire a shot across her bows to bring her to? No.
It says,
You did not.
and I won't accordingly. So you really feel yourself at liberty to tell me that my elder brother lives, that I may charge him with his cruel deceit and transfer to his shoulders the hideous thraldom under which I have labored for so many years. Free at last, free to live a blameless life and to die beloved and regretted by all who knew me.
You understand?
I think I do, with vigor and stake, and the steps that we've taken, it's neatly planned.
I think so too. We'll readily bet it, you'll never regret it. For duty must be done. The rule applies to everyone, and painful though the duty be. We shirk the task for fiddle-dee-dee. We shirk the task for fiddle-dee-dee. We shirk the task. We shirk the task for fiddle-dee-fiddle-dee-fiddle-dee-fiddle-dee-fiddle-dee-dee.
The bridegroom comes.
Likewise the bride, the maidens are very elated and merry, they are her chums.
To lash their pride, it's almost a pity the pretty committee.
For duty must be done. The rule applies to everyone, and painful though that duty be. We shirk the task for fiddle-dee-dee. We shirk the task for fiddle-dee-dee. We shirk the task. We shirk the task for fiddle-dee-fiddle-dee-fiddle-dee-fiddle-dee-fiddle-dee-dee.
Spring and summer pleasure you, autumn I and winter too. Every season has its change, is lovely.
His rightful title I have long enjoyed. I claim him as Sir Ripon Murgatroyd. me. I'm a virtuous person now.
That's why I want you.
And I to Margaret must keep my vow.
Have I misread you? Oh, joy with me.
I once disliked you. Now that I've reformed, how I adore you.
Feel the fire, feel the pride, that shall not excite. Every day will bring some joy that can never void.
Richard, open my love, and then through thy design. Thou art the only one that's left, so I am thine.
Feel the breaker, feel the pride, feel the breaker, feel the pride.
Oh, happy the lily when kissed by the bee, and the swimming quite happy see, and happy the filly that lays in her bride, but happier than any a pound of penny, a lover is when he embraces his bride. Oh, happy the flowers that blossom in June, and happy the powers that gain by the moon, and happy by Howard the man of descent, who only regretting his better forgetting, his better netting, the means to repent.
Oh, happy the blossom that blooms on the leaf, and Christy a blossom that leaves on the tree. Then you are the blossom that cannot forget. We are the blossom that cannot forget. The meaning of me, and I'm saving the best of good then.
Oh, wretched the debt who is signing a deed, and wretched the letter that no one can read. But very much better their lot it must be than that of this person I'm making, this person whose head there's the person alluding to me.
Oh, happy the lily that kissed by the bee, and swimming quite happy see, and happy the filly that lays in her bride, but happy than any a pound of penny, a lover's when he embraces his bride, embraces his bride, embraces his bride.
once was as meek as a newborn lamb, now I'm Sir Murgatroyd. Ha ha! With great precision, with felt the elision, Sir Raven Murgatroyd. Ha ha!
And I, who was once his valley sham, as steward I'm now employed. Ha 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 ha! The Dickens may take him, I'll never forsake him, as steward I'm now employed. Ha ha! How dreadful when an innocent heart becomes before us a bad young heart, and still more hard on old Adam, his former faithful valley sham, his former faithful valley sham, his valley sham, his valley sham, his valley sham.
This is a painful state of things, old Adam.
Painful indeed. Good master, when I first swore that, come what would, I'd obey you in all things forever, I little thought to what it was it would bring me. The confidential advisor to the greatest villain unhung. Now, sir, to business. What crime do you propose to commit today?
Well, how should I know? As my confidential advisor, it's your duty to suggest something.
Sir, I loathe the life you are leading, but a good old man's oath is paramount, and I obey. Richard Dauntless is here with pretty Rose Maybud to ask your consent to their marriage. Poison their beer.
No, not that. I know I'm a bad bot, but I'm not as bad a bot as all that.
Well, there you go. There's no use my making suggestions if you won't adopt them.
Well, how would it be then, do you think, if I should lure him here with cunning wile, bind him with good stout rope to yonder post, and then, by making hideous faces at him, curdle the very hot blood in his arteries, freeze the very marrow in his bones? What say thee, Adam? Is the scheme not well planned?
It would be merely rude. Nothing more. Oh, but soft, they come.
Happily coupled are we, you see. I am a jolly Jackal myself, and you are the rarest, the richest, and fairest of innocent lasses you are. By far, of innocent lasses you are. And by a favouring gale you sail over life's treacherous sea with me. And as for bad weather, we'll brave it together, and you shall creep under my lee, my wee. And you shall creep under my lee, my wee. For you are such a smart little craft, such a neat little sweet little craft, such a bright little tight little slight little light little trim little prim little craft.
Oh, she is such a smart little craft, such a neat little sweet little craft, such a bright little tight little slight little light little trim little prim little craft.
My hopes will be blighted, I fear, my dear. In a month you'll be going to seek my free, and all of my wishes you'll throw to the fishes as though they were never to be for me, as though they would never to be. And I shall be left all alone to moan and weep at your cruelty, seat no date, while you'll be a searching of freedom by flirting with every woman you meet. You cheat, ah, with every woman you meet, ah.
here is a flag that none dare defy. And while this glorious rag floats above Rose Maybud's head, the man does not live who would dare lay an unlicensed hand upon her.
Foiled, and by a Union Jack. There will be a day, and then...
Nay, let me plead with him. Sir Ribbon, have pity. In my book of etiquette, the case of a maiden about to be wedded to one who unexpectedly turns out to be a baronet with a curse on him is not considered. Time was when you loved me madly. Prove that this was no selfish love by according your consent to my marriage to one who, if he be not you yourself, is the next best thing. Your dearest friend.
But still, in the light of what is strictly regulated as I used to be in crime, but will my ghostly ancestors be satisfied with what I have done, or will they regard it as an unworthy subterfuge? Oh, my forefathers, water was in blood. There came a day at last when, sick of crime, you each and every vowed to sin no more. And welcome to death, to part you from your cloying guiltiness. Let the sweet psalm of that repentant hour soften your long dead hearts, and tune your souls to mercy on your poor posterity.
joy. Who counts the worthy that thy fate thou canst not now avoid?
Alas, poor ghost.
The pity you express for nothing goes. We spectres are a jollier crew than you perhaps suppose. When the night wind howls in the chimney clouds, and the bat in the moonlight flies, and inky clouds like funeral shrouds sail over the midnight sky. When the footpad wails at the night bird's wail, and the black dog bays at the moon, then is the spectre's holiday, then is the ghost I know. Oh, then is the ghost I know. I know. And the mist lie low on the fen. From great tombstones I gather the bones that once were women and men. And away they go with the mock animal to the revels that cease too soon. And in the trail of ash holiday, the dead of the night I know. The dead of the night I know. I know. The dead of the night I know. And then each ghost with his lady toast to the churchyard beds take flight, with a kiss perhaps on her lantern chaps, and the grisly grim good night, till the welcome knell of the midnight bell rings forth its jolliest tune. Then ushers in our next high holiday, the dead of the night I know. The dead of the night I know. I know.
Recognize you now. You're the picture that hangs at the end of the gallery.
In a bad light, I am.
Are you considered good likeness?
Pretty well. Flattering.
Because as a work of art, you are poor.
I am crude in color, but I've only been painted 10 years. In a couple of centuries, I shall be an old master, and you will be sorry that you spoke lightly of me.
May I ask why you've left your frames?
It is our duty to see that our successors commit their daily crime in a conscientious and workmanlike fashion. It is our duty to remind you that you are evading the conditions under which you are permitted to exist.
Well, I don't know what you have. I've only been a bad baronet a week, and I've committed a crime punctually every day.
Let us inquire into this. Monday.
Monday was a bank holiday.
Oh, true. Tuesday?
On Tuesday, I submitted a false income tax return.
That's nothing.
Nothing at all. Everybody does that.
You're expected to.
Wednesday?
On Wednesday, I forged a will.
Whose will?
My own.
My good sir, you can't forge your own will.
Can't I, though? I like that. I did. Besides, if a man can't forge his own will, then whose will can he forge?
There's something in that.
Yes, it seems reasonable. At first light, fallacy somewhere, I fancy.
A man can do what he likes with his own.
I suppose he can.
Therefore, a man can forge his own will, stupid. On Thursday, I shot a fox.
That's better. Pass the fox, I think. Yes, pass the fox. Friday.
On Friday, I forged a check.
Whose check?
Old Adams.
But old Adam hasn't a banker.
I didn't say I forged his banker, I said I forged his check. On Saturday, I disinherited my only son.
Oh. But you haven't got a son.
Well, no, not yet. I've disinherited him in advance to save time. You see, by this arrangement, he will have been born already disinherited.
I see. But I don't think you can do that.
My good sir, if a man can't disinherit his only unborn son, then whose unborn son can he disinherit?
These arguments sound very good, but I can't help thinking that if they were reduced to syllogistic form, they wouldn't hold water. Now quite understand us. We are foggy, but we do not permit our fogginess to be presumed upon. Unless you undertake to, suppose we say, carry off a lady. Yes, those who are in favor of his carrying off a lady. Those of a contrary opinion, oh, you're never satisfied. Unless you undertake to carry off a lady at once, I don't care what lady you perish in inconceivable agony.
Carry off a lady? No, not on any account. I have the highest respect for ladies. I wouldn't do anything against them for worlds. I'm not that kind of baronet, I assure you. If that's all you have left to say, you best go back to your frames.
Oh. Very good. Let the agonies commence.
No, don't do that. I can't stand it.
Painful, isn't it? It gets worse by degrees.
No, I can't bear it. Stop a bit. I wish to speak.
Better?
Yes, better.
Well, do you consent?
But it's a most ungentlemanly thing to do.
As you please. Carry on!
I agree. I promise it shall be done.
Today.
Today.
At once.
At once. I apologize. I retract. I had no idea it was anything like that.
He answers to our call. We do not ask for more. A sturdy fellow, after all this latest running corn. A sturdy fellow, after all this latest running corn. All perishing unheard of, who dare our wills defy. We want your pardon ere we go. We want your pardon ere we go for having agonized you so. So pardon us, so pardon us, so pardon us, or die. So pardon us, so pardon us, so pardon us, or die. I pardon you. I pardon you. He pardons us, he pardons us, he pardons us, after all.
Foster, you're not well.
Gideon Crowder won't do. I've seen them. My ancestors. They've just gone. They say that I must do something desperate at once or perish in horrible agonies. Go. Go to yonder village, carry off a maiden, and bring her here to me at once. Anyone, I don't care which.
But
Not a word, but obey. Fly. Away de Mars, compunction hands, go but of force, go penitence. To virtue's plea a long farewell. Of piety I ring thy knell. Come, guiltiness of deadliest hue. Come, desperate deeds of daring do. For 35 years I've been sober and wary. My favorite tipple came straight from a dairy. I kept guinea pigs and a Belgian canary, a squirrel, white mice, and a small black and tan. I played on the flute and I drank lemon squashes. I wore canvas leather, thick boots, Macintoshes, and shoes that would someday be known as galoshes. The type of a highly respectable man. For the rest of my life I abandoned propriety, visit the haunts of Bohemian society, waxworks and other resorts of impiety, placed by the moralist under a ban. The ways must be those of a regular satyr, on carryings on I must be a first-rater. Night after night in the wicked theater, it's hard on a highly respectable man. For the man who has spent the first half of his tether on all the bad deeds you can bracket together, then goes and repents on a cap and a feather. Society pets him as much as it can. It's comfort to think that I go now improper. I shan't on the whole have done more than improper. He who was once an abandoned tip-topper, but now is a highly respectable man.
Once was a very abandoned person.
Making the most of evil chances.
Nobody could conceive a worsen.
Even in all the old romances.
I blush at my wild extravagances. But be so kind to bear in mind,
We were the victims of circumstances. That is one of our latest dances. I was once an exceedingly odd young lady.
suffering much from spleen and vapors.
Clergymen thought to my conduct
She didn't spend much upon linen drapers.
It certainly entertained the gapers. My ways were strange beyond all range.
Paragraphs got into all the papers. We only cut respectable capers. with livelihood we're gaining.
In fact, we rule a national school.
The duties are dull, but I'm not complaining. This sort of thing takes a deal of training. We have been married a week.
One happy week.
Our new life,
Is delightful indeed.
so calm.
So unimpassioned. Master, all this I owe to you. See, I am no longer wild and untidy. My hair is combed, my face is washed, my boots fit.
Margaret, don't! Pray, restrain yourself. Remember, you are now a district visitor.
A gentle district visitor.
You are orderly, methodical, neat. You have your emotions well under control.
I have. Master, when I think of all you've done for me, I fall at your feet. I embrace your ankles. I hug your knees.
Hush! This is not well. This is calculated to provoke remark. Be composed, I beg.
Oh, you are angry with poor little Mad Margaret?
No, not angry. But a district visitor should learn to eschew melodrama. Visit the poor by all means, and give them tea and barley water. But don't do it as if you were administering a bowl of deadly nightshade. It upsets them. Then when nursing sick people and finding them not as well as could be expected, why go into hysterics?
Why not?
Because it's too jumpy for a sick group.
How strange. Oh, Master, how shall I explain the all-absorbing...
No!
Yes, dear, I know. It shan't happen again. Shall I tell you one of poor Mad Margaret's old thoughts? Well then, when I am lying awake at night, and the pale moonlight streams through the latticed casement, strange fancies crowd upon my poor mad brain. And I sometimes think, is there a word that we could hit upon? A word for you to use when I'm about to relapse. A word that's teeming with hidden meaning. Something like Basingstoke. It might recall me to my saner self, for after all, I'm only poor Mad Margaret, crazy Meg, Meg.
Poor child. She wanders. But soft, someone comes. Margaret, pray recollect yourself. Basingstoke, I beg. Margaret, if you don't Basingstoke at once, I shall be seriously angry.
Basingstoke it is.
Then make it so.
Despard and his young wife, this visit is most unexpected.
Shall I fly at him? Shall I tear him limb from limb? Shall I rend him asunder, save with the word of
Basingstoke!
Basingstoke it is.
Then make it so. Brother, I still call you brother despite your horrible profligacy. We have come to urge you to abandon the evil course to which you have committed yourself, and, at any cost, to become a pure and blameless rate-bearer.
But I've done no wrong yet.
No wrong. He's done no wrong. Did you hear that? No.
Basingstoke!
Basingstoke it is.
My brother, I still call you brother, you observe. You forget that in the eye of the law, you have been a bad baronet of Ruddigore for 10 years, and are therefore responsible in the eye of the law for all the misdeeds committed by the unhappy gentleman who occupied your place.
Well, bless my heart, I hadn't thought of that. Was I very bad?
Oh, awful, wasn't he?
And I've been going on like this for how long?
10 years. Think of all the atrocities you've committed. By attorney, as it were, during that period. Remember how you trifled with this poor child's affections. How you raised her hopes on high. Oh, don't cry, my love. Basingstoke, you know. Only to trample them into the dust when they were at the very zenith of their fullness. Oh, far, sir! Far! She trusted you.
Did she? What a scoundrel I must have been. There, Margaret, it's all right. Don't cry. You know, Birmingham? That's it, Birmingham.
Basingstoke.
That's right, Basingstoke. Basingstoke.
Then make it so.
There, it's all right. He's married you now. That is, I've married you. I say, which one of us has married her?
Oh, I married her.
And I am glad of that. And anything more disreputable of my conduct seems to have been I've never even heard of. But my mind is made up. I will defy my ancestors. I will disobey their behests, and thus, by courting death, atone in some degree for the infamy of my career.
I knew it! I knew it! God bless you!
Basingstoke.
Basingstoke it is.
Whereas it fully open to my awful situation, I shall go over to run a rig and make a veneration. I shall tell them I've recovered my forgotten moral senses, and I don't pick up and take a knee for any consequence. Now who's to perish by the sword or by the dagger, but a martyr may indulge a little part in nimble swagger, and a word or two of compliment my vanity would flinch, but I've got to die tomorrow, so it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter. So it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter. So it really doesn't matter. If I had been so lucky as to have a steady brother who would talk to me as we were talking about one another, who could give me good advice when he discovered our sir, which is just a very paper which on you and very much as we would have made a rather interesting ill and not like a little done rather decent individual. But this particularly rather unintelligible matter isn't generally heard, and if it is, it doesn't matter.
If it is, it doesn't matter. This particularly rapid and intelligible matter isn't generally heard, and if it is, it doesn't matter. This particularly rapid and intelligible matter isn't generally heard, and if it is, it doesn't matter.
So lucky as to have a steady brother who could talk to one another, who could give you good advice when you covered ours, we
it is, it doesn't matter. If it is, it doesn't matter. This particularly rapid and unintelligible pattern is generally heard, and if it is, it doesn't matter. This particularly rapid and unintelligible pattern is generally heard, and if it is, it doesn't matter.
Master, the deed is done.
What deed?
She's here, alone and unprotected. Who? The lady. I carried her off. She made me work hard for it, because she fought like a tiger cat.
Oh, great heaven, I'd forgotten about her. I'd hoped to have died unspotted by crime, foiled again by a tiger cat. Produce her and leave us. Dame Hannah, this is not what I expected.
Well, sir, and what would ye with me? Oh, you have begun bravely, bravely indeed. Unappalled by the calm dignity of blameless womanhood, your minion has torn me from my spotless home and dragged me blindfold and shrieking through hedges and over stiles and across a very difficult country, and left me trembling and helpless at your mercy. Yet not helpless, coward sir, for approach one step, nay, but the 20th part of 1 poor inch, and this poignard shall teach ye what it is to lay unholy hands on old Stephen Trusty's daughter.
Madam, I am extremely sorry for this. It is not at all what I intended. Anything more correct, more deeply respectful than my intentions towards you. It would be impossible for anyone, however particular, to desire.
Oh, bah! I am not to be tricked by smooth words, hypocrite. But be warned in time, for there are without 100 gallant hearts whose trusty blades would hack in limb from limb, who dared to lay unholy hands on old Stephen Trusty's daughter.
This is what it's like to embark upon a life of unlicensed pleasure.
Hark ye, miscreant. You have secured me, and I am your poor prisoner. But if you think I cannot take care of myself, you are very much mistaken. Now then, it's 1 to 1, and may the best man win.
No, don't. Don't look at me like that. I can't stand it. Uncle Roderick, save me!
What is the matter? Have you carried her off?
I have. She is there. Look at her. She terrifies me.
Oh, little mannequin!
Roddy Doddy?
My own old love, why, how came you here?
Oh, this brute! He carried me off bodily, but I'll show him.
Stop! What do you mean by carrying off this lady? Are you aware that once upon a time she was engaged to be married to me? Very angry indeed.
Well, I hope this is...
Hold your tongue, sir.
Yes, Uncle.
Have you given him any encouragement?
Have I given him any encouragement? Frankly now, Have I?
No, frankly, you have not. Anything more scrupulously correct than your conduct, it would be impossible to desire.
You, go away.
Yes, uncle.
This is a strange meeting after all these years.
Very. I thought you were dead.
I am. I died 10 years ago.
And are you pretty comfortable?
Pretty well. That is, yes, pretty well.
No, you don't deserve to be. For I loved you all the while, dear. It made me dreadfully unhappy to hear of all your goings-on, you bad, bad boy. There grew a little flower 'neath the great oak tree. When the wind began to lower, little heeded she. No need had she to cower, for she dreaded not its power. She was happy in the bower of the great oak tree. Sing hey, like a day. Sing hey, like a day, let the tears fall free. For the pretty little flower and the great oak tree. Sing hey,
Like a day.
sing hey,
Like a day. Like a day.
tears fall free.
For the pretty little flower and the great
oak tree. When she found that he was fickle, was that great oak tree, she was in a pretty pickle, as she well might be. But his gallantries were fickle, for death followed with his sickle, and tears began to trickle for the great oak tree. Sing hey, like a day. Sing hey, like a day, let the tears fall free. For the pretty little flower and the great oak tree. Sing hey,
Hey, like a day.
hey,
Hey, like a day. Hey, like a day. Let the tears fall free. For the pretty little flower and the great oak tree.
Said she, he loved me never, did that great oak tree. But I'm neither rich nor clever, and so why should he be? But though fate or fortune sever, to be constant I'll endeavor, I forever and forever to my great oak tree. Sing hey, like a day. Sing hey, like a day, let the tears fall free. For the pretty little flower and the great oak tree. Sing hey,
Hey, like a day.
hey,
Hey, like a day. Hey, like a day. Let the tears fall free. For the pretty little flower and the great oak tree. Hey, like a day. Hey, like a day. Like a day. Like a day.
Stop a bit, both of you.
This intrusion is unmanly.
I'm surprised at you.
I have no time to apologize. An idea has just occurred to me. Baronet Ruddigore could only die by refusing to commit his deadly crimes.
No doubt.
So, refusing to commit his deadly crime, it is a tantamount to suicide.
It would seem so.
And suicide is, in itself, So by your own showing, you ought never to have died at all.
See? I understand. But I'm practically alive!
Rose, when you believed me to be a simple farmer, I believe you loved me.
Madly, passionately.
If I should turn out not to be a bad bard after all, how would you love me then?
Passionately, madly.
As before?
Why, of course.
My darling.
Here I say, belay.
Oh, sir, delay if it is absolutely necessary.
Belay? Certainly not.
Having been a wicked baronet of me, once again a modest livelihood I see. Agricultural employment is to be a keen enjoyment for all naturally dividend and me.
For it's naturally dividend and me. If you ask me why, do not wipe my eye. Like an honest British sailor, I'll reply. Let me Zorah for my missus, there be bread and cheese and kisses, which is a sort of Russian iron jai. Accompanied by a keen desire to the broke, all the blessed come of matrimony's yoke. We will toddle off tomorrow from the scene of sin and sorrow for to settle in the town of Basingstoke. Accompanied by a keen desire to be broke, all the blessed come of matrimony's yoke. We will toddle off tomorrow from the scene of sin and sorrow for to settle